This is a show that is so special because it's now 55 years old and it has a group of dealers. They bring the best of the best in early Americana.
One of the aspects that's always appealed to me is that the proximity to Chicago and the proximity to the country makes this sort of an urban country thing where we can just sell sophisticated and rural Americana, which is my forte.
The reason I think people should collect antiques, it's not only an emotional attachment to the item, the love of an item, but in the background of everybody's head, the investment aspect of an antique.
I think the value of antiques is because there's a deep human element involved in them and history. So it's not something that's mass produced. It's not something you can go to IKEA and buy. There's always a story behind everything. Everything that's in my booth has a story.
Antiques have a lot of history, a lot of depth to them. Even mixing antiques with modern furniture tends to give a house a warmer feeling.
Instead of going out and buying reproductions, try to just, spend a little bit more money and get the original. I just think that if you can buy the real deal, it just makes a lot more sense than going and buying something from a major chain that might be reproducing a look of some kind, because you're never going to get any sort of value back out of that.
But I find that the younger collectors like a wide array of things. Paintings and furniture and rugs, everything. They tend to mix things, more periods together, which is an interesting and effective look.
The generations coming up now are actually very in tune to visuals. Most people spend some part of the day in front of a computer, a laptop, and all they're looking at is visuals. What I see is very visual material, things that actually evoke a response.
These jars here are free-blown, mid-19th century apothecary jars. They were used for dry storage of possibly herbs, something that's not real heavy when they're filled up. They're absolutely the largest jars I've ever seen. They measure 27 inches tall and they're 15 inches in diameter. They're in perfect condition and free hand blown.
This is an Ethan Allen horse weather vane, and it's something that can easily be in a contemporary setting because it's a rather wonderful piece of sculpture. And the thing that I really find attractive about this is just the form.
So one of the coolest things I recently bought is this large industrial size, basically a mold of some kind, whether it was for chocolates or bread. I just love the size, the scale, the patina, and to me again it just exemplifies what I love about antiques and how they can be art as well as utilitarian pieces that have historical value but also are fresh, and you just can't duplicate that in a new piece.
It's a French tool cabinet dating from the 1850s. It just has wonderful decoration on the drawers and a great size and a great example of just a piece of art. I think it would look best in a contemporary home.
The game board was bought privately from a main collection. As far as I'm concerned, it's an icon of the game wheel field. As far as I know, it's a one-of-a-kind, and you can't say that about too many different game wheels. I've had several over the years that they were manufactured, and there's more than one out there. These are all hand-painted. There's 20 comic characters. I'm going to safely date it from 1930. It could be a little bit earlier. It's absolutely a one-of-a-kind, investment quality game wheel.